It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City.
Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Pacheco gets it again on second down.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The Chiefs at 5-7 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here's 2nd and 7. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And a pretty quick burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A big play that time on the catch and run. 37 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
They'll run up the middle with Campbell. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
St. Brown in motion right. A run by Pacheco on second down.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll try and run with Pacheco.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
How about this? They'll change it at the line. They'll run for it with Pacheco. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, these two teams, they met up in Denver earlier this season with the Broncos winning that one. So if they can win again here in KC, they would pull off the season sweep. Second and 6.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Throwing here, Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And it's fielded at the 34. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
When you look at this Bronco defense,
they've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Mahomes now to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, they've been fighting and scratching and clawing for that first sack in the game, and it turns out to be a big one. Not just a short one right there behind the line. First one they get, 10-plus yards, and a guy who has the legs to escape most of these.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll look to throw.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. On the right hash. Officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win. And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
A second down throw for Purdy. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Purdy from the gun.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 7 down to tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
4th down try. Here's Purdy. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 45.
They're trying to rush runs as Kyle Fuller last week was an extra 5 interceptions in that loss. Another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
On is Jake Bailey to send this one away.
He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And 3rd and 8 now.
Give him the completion, no gain, but let's focus in on that tackle. Open field tackling, the hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
But when you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block.
And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring him for 3rd down.
They're in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed.
And he's able to get it back here to the 33-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. St. Brown motioning left.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Campbell making the catch. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Mahomes again. Decision there, no one open, he just throws it away, and that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Vita Vea forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Shotgun now with Purdy. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They try to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. On first down, it's Purdy. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
Purdy sets up to throw again.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge that by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last round by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Purdy now to throw.
Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And we'll see how much they want to push things, leading already here 10-3.
They go play fake. Mahomes.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Purdy. Flushed out right. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Zeke going to get it on the option. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Purdy now on 2nd down. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
The defense did its job of taking away from throw. That's only half the battle, because they've got to get to him where he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
And he will have the Broncos 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. He completes this to Sutton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They go back to the ground with Williams. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there to set them up 1st and goal.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But they waited.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jerry Jeudy, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point right down the middle. And we are even at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
St. Brown in motion right. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Pacheco.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Here's Purdy.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And this one is right down the middle. And they will take the lead at 13-10.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
And they'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
It's 3rd and 1.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Now inside the 25.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
58 yards.
And the Chiefs use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here. But going back to the same well, it's Hockenson again.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Chiefs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions from a week ago. Now 3 here.
He is so lucky that one of the defense partners are playing for him. And they're trying to get this out there right now because he saw that happen during his coaching career. And he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a screen like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. On play action, it's Mahomes.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are right back in this football game.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. He'll get this to Elliott.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. From the gun, it's a run for Williams.
And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you try to have a few men in the box there.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Purdy's throw taken in by Hockenson here.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
56 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st down, Purdy.
Flush to his right. And this one is incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Purdy.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
The Arrowhead crowd in full roar. Here's 3rd down. Here's Purdy to throw.
And that is incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go. To throw is Purdy. That is incomplete.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Mahomes.
He'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
And this is caught inside the 5. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
What kind of fortitude does it take to go for it on 4th down late in the 4th quarter, knowing that a turnover on downs could turn out to cost you the football game? I don't know if I could have made that call if I was down on the sideline. That's as gutsy as they come, and it may just seal them the victory.
Going for the knockout punch. Short-time run.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that will just about put a capper on this game.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
So this one in the end column for